Merkaba is the story of a 16-year-old girl who runs away from home into a world of adventures and new possibilities. It is also a guide towards spiritual awakening. Every chapter is aligned to the teachings that you experience with the awakening of a different level of chakra. The root chakra, that is the grounding, which is very important to keep us safe through the spiritual awakening experience. But it can also be stagnating if you never venture out from the safety. The sacral chakra, that is where the destruction comes in, but also our special sacral creative haven where everything new is born. The navel, that is where the ego death happens. But it's also your sense of self in the world and how you start to express yourself when you go out of these comfort zones. Then the heart chakra. That is the overwhelming realization of the responsibility of oneness. When you realize how you are God, as is everything else, then you realize that you really can't separate yourself from the beggar on the street because you carry that responsibility as well. It is also the space where the other angels comes in and you meet your heaven on earth. Then the throat chakra. That is the challenging place where you actually go back to the space of safety and convention, and you verbalize your new authentic truth there. The third eye is where the vision of the new world is possible, and also the space where manifestation is starting, where visualization starts to become a reality. And the crown chakra, the space where you can channel from your intuitive guidance within, the guidance to live according to source, in alignment with the light vessel. And that is Merkaba. I first heard the word come to me and I thought, what, Mintaka, like the constellation in Uranus belt? But then upon Googling, I realized it's Merkaba. When body, spirit, and light source collides, and when you can ultimately live in your most authentic expression. This is therefore also just really a book about falling in love with yourself holistically, because that is your most authentic expression, the expression that you can download from your intuitive source rather than listening to the world around you for answers. I'm so excited to combine this project with my existing talents that I'm already practicing, such as the constellation work, where I often work with healing the inner child and accessing the intuitive guidance from the higher self. These workshops can be facilitated as a means to guide people on their journey in accessing the Merkaba. I can also apply the chakra work, which I've trained in Kundalini yoga teachings, to this constellation work. Then making a film to actually showcase also the story in a different format. I'm so excited to be working with My Makes a Picture on this production. And I am extremely excited at the possibility of working with Hay House in publishing this book, because that would be a way of this going further than the limited resources in South Africa, the limited network, and actually becoming more international. Hay House is also just really the only publishing house that I've considered, because to be honest, when I was considering a publishing house, I looked on my bed shelf and it was just all of the books there was published by Hay House. So I would be so grateful for the opportunity to communicate further with you about this, and I'm wishing you an enjoyable read of the proposal. Merry Christmas from South Africa.